Not playing a game, so I don't need my headphones. Hello everyone, Eternal Newbie here. And in a minute, once I get my stream stuff set up, we're going to spend a little while, not too long.
Stream stuff set up.
Alright, well that's my first problem. Oh
My
god, how long is that going to happen?
First problem.
There we go, okay. Well that was really annoying. My apologies. Alright, so that's taken care of. Let me go ahead and... Oh, and look, it unmuted itself. There we go, now we're muted again. Let's go ahead and change this. So we're going to talk 1D&D. New release, baby. And that one's all set. Yeah, y'all can actually see like the background of all this stuff. Yeah, I'm going to turn that off for a second. See, I'll just see my ugly face. Oh, hey, look, my camera's behind, whatever. I'm going to back this up. Back this thing up. And let's go ahead and get my YouTube stuff ready to go, because that's where I actually want to be, because people might actually be watching. I don't know. So let's refresh this and see if it shows up. There it is. Let's change it to... And if you're in here, give me just a minute and I will get us going. I just realized I'm not ready. D1 release. Come join us. Be one of us. Alright, there we go. So that's ready. So now this one's actually ready. I just need to actually, you know, like watch my stream so I can see if anyone's saying anything. I think I can get a link right there. Nope, I cannot. Fun. There's my link. Sorry, people. I'm in no way means a professional. There we go. Good. Haven't missed anybody saying anything, so that's good. I got both chats up here. I just need to change this around. Change this to that. We're not playing Mass Effect. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons. There it is. Dungeons and Dragons. The frick? Is that the right one? Nope, that's not the right one. Sorry. Dungeons and Dragons. This is it. I have double screens up and it's making my stuff hard to see. Alright, I think we are finally ready to do this sucker. We're not going to spend too long on this thing tonight. But I did say I was going to stream when they released it. I don't have to work tomorrow, so why not? Go ahead and turn that sucker back on. Hey, now y'all can't see me. Cool. I guess I could put the camera up there, you know, for funish. There we go. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Expert classes. I have not even looked at this yet. Feels weird to stream without my headphones on. 3 classes appear on this document. Each one's a member of the expert group. Bard, Ranger, and Rogue. Okay. More subclasses will appear in Unearth, blah, blah, blah. Feats. Oh, we got Feats. And 3 spell lists are featured here. The Ranger uses Primal. Bard potentially uses all 3. Nice. And rules, glossary, don't care. Character options you read here might be more or less powerful than options in the player's handbook. Hey, Adam. I don't have work tomorrow because a hurricane came through. They canceled it like 2 weeks or 2 days ago. If I had work tomorrow, I'd be going to bed. Hey, Sensei. I agree. 1D&D is a dumb name, but let's look at it. I'm going to give it a, what's the word I'm looking for? A fair shake. Oh, cool. My chat works, kind of. If design survives playtest, we adjust its power to design level 4, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, they're just basically telling me this is it. What do we got in here? Don't care about that crap. Parts of a class. Primary ability. So, when you find the ability score, okay. A set of classes that have certain features and themes in common. I don't know why they'd bother with that. Experts. Bard, Ranger, Rogue. Polymaths. What the fuck is a polymath? Whatever. Who have the expertise feature and elements of other classes. So it means they do stuff other classes can do? Is that what, well, we'll find out, I guess. This is 1D&D stuff. Stewards of Magic. Oh, there's 4 different ones. Priest. Wow. Paladin fits under priest. I guess they just did that so you could have 3 in each one. Another one D&D. I think they're going to change that name because I'm sure there are some people that like that name, but I think it's just stupid as can be. One D&D. Magic combat. Alright, so we got this. The Artificer is also an expert. That class appears. Okay. So why, if the Artificer is also an expert here, did they not list it under experts up here? That's kind of stupid. Maybe because it's not in this release? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway. A class group has no rules in itself, but prerequisites and other rules can refer to the groups. For example, only members of the magic group may be able to return to a particular magic item. Okay, that makes sense. Lost D&D. Juan D&D. Boo, Adam. We should all shun him for at least 5 minutes. Alright, anyway. Class description includes a section on how to create a member of the class. Okay, I don't know about this class thing. Like, I don't dislike it. I just want to see it in action before I make any real decisions on it. Class provides at first level, and wait. That section tells how to determine your hit points, which proficiency. Each class grants special features at certain levels, blah blah blah. Subclasses, we know this stuff. All 3 classes have new features as well. I like that one. D&D, do you know? Makes it when a class offers a decision, a suggested choice. Okay, whatever. Let's look at Bard. I want to see how this is different from regular Bard. I don't care about that stuff. Primary ability is charisma. Not every singer or poet or tavern is a royal chord or is a bard. Okay, great. Let's look at what bards get. Create a bard, consult the following lists, which provide hit points, proficiencies, and armor training. I know I just read something about armor training, but I wasn't really paying attention. Also, let me go back up to armor training. I just saw armor training up here somewhere. There it is. You can tell because it's underlined. But it doesn't actually tell us what armor training is. Maybe if I go down to the rules, which are all the way at the end usually. Man, this thing's freaking long. I'm not going over this whole thing tonight. Did I miss the rules? No, I think these are the rules. So let's find armor training. And yes, I know I can do attitude. What? Alright, whatever. I don't care that much. Hey, foam swordsman. Giga mimic. So what do you mimic, like clouds and stuff? Flying giga mimic. Alright, let's go back to the bard. Let's see how it compares. Now, I'm not a bard expert, so you guys can help me with this. As a bard, you gain the following class features when you reach... Okay, first level, bardic inspiration. This inspiration represented by your bardic dice is usually the D6. Using bardic inspiration. When you use your bardic inspiration die this way, you see here fails the D20 test. Use your reaction. Heal. That's different, right? Bards can't use their bardic inspiration to heal right now, can they? Another creature within 60 feet. You can see here is takes damage. You can track the roll. It's not bad. 16 proficiency bonus. Ugh. Not a fan of that. You can only use the number of time of your proficiency bonus. Hey, Durley. How's life treating you today? Oh, I don't know if I told you this, Adam, and anyone else in here, but I am incredibly lucky. The houses across the street from me, they don't have any power. Sucks for them. I did let my neighbor plug his refrigerator, and he had a long-ass extension cord. So at least they don't lose all their stuff. But yeah, they haven't gotten power back as of the last time I looked, like 20 minutes ago. At higher levels. Alright, so I could be wrong here, but the only thing I'm really seeing that's much different is, number one, you get less uses because it's your proficiency modifier, and number two, you can use it to heal now. Oh, the only equipment they get is a short sword? They don't get to choose a different... Okay, cool. Well, I have not read them yet. This is my first read over, so we're seeing how they are. And prepared spells, you have the following spells prepared. Wait. You have the following spells prepared? Like they give you a list of spells you have prepared? Oh, maybe that's the suggestion thing they were talking about? I'm looking at this right here. You can prepare 2 level 0 spell. Yeah, that's it. That's just a suggestion. Really? Color spray? I don't know if I've ever seen anyone really use that. I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't know enough about it. Any spell you prepare in this class must be an arcane spell. Interesting. Nice. Enjoy your anti-magic fighter. That one was fun to make. At higher levels, you can prepare a number of spells. They're determined as different. For example, is it on the chart? The number they're determined. Yeah, it's on the Bard level chart. I think that's the same as now. Spell slots. I'm not worried about that. Spellcasting ability. All this looks pretty simple. Your musical instrument is your focus. Is that the way Bards work now? Hold on. I have Bard here. I want to look at a couple of things. Spellcasting. Can you use your musical instrument? Yep, you can use it as focus now. Thought so. So that's not different. And do they get 2 spells, 2 cantrips? Oh, they get less spells now. They did at first level before. They got 2 cantrips and 4 spells. Now they get 2 cantrips and 2 spells. Right? 2 cantrips and 2 first level spells. How many spell slots do they get at first level? I think right now they get. That's how many they can prepare. Wait, where's their spell slots? Is that what this is? That's how many they can prepare? Yeah, that's how many they can prepare, but well, whatever. I'm going to have to get more into that later. Anti-magic. Warforged makes sense. Bardic Inspiration, we already talked about that. Let's move forward. Subclass, Lore. Lore was one of my favorite subclasses, College of Lore. 4th level, you get a feat or ability score. 5th level, Jack of all trades. Didn't that come earlier before? Yep, you got that as 2nd level before. Let's see if that's the same thing. Add half your proficiency bonus. That has not changed. Subclass feats, you're fond of Bardic Inspiration. Feat, Expertise. You gain Expertise in 2 of your skills at 9th level. That seems kind of underwhelming, but I bet you get more spells too. Right? 9th level. Yep, see, you get more spells. So, that probably beats what we used to get at 9th level. That's not what I wanted to do. At 9th level, we used to get Song of Rest. Okay, fair enough. Let's keep moving. I want to see something that's different. Because right now I'm not seeing anything that's a deal breaker. Matter of fact, what I'm looking at is kind of cool. Wait, Song of Restoration? What the hell is that? You have learned how to use music. When you reach certain levels of class, you add a specific spell to your Song of Restoration. You always have that spell repair. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's a neat little feature. All it is, wait, it's just extra. It's just a little more healing spells that you always have prepared. That makes life a little easier, especially because you have less. Actually, you know what? I take that back. When you consider the fact you have less spells prepared now than you used to, then it's not as good as it was before. All right, moving on. Let's see what we get. Expertise, 2 skills. You used to get that earlier, if I remember correctly. Magical Secrets. So I'm going to choose up to 2 spells per and shows list from the school. The prayer spells otherwise follow. Wait, hold on. You have collected magical knowledge from a wide spectrum of disciplines. Choose a spell list. Whenever you prepare spells for this class, up to 2 of the spells you prepare can be from the chosen. Oh my god, you choose a list instead of spells? That's really good. That's an improvement. Ability feat. Further magical suites. Choose a spell list that you didn't choose whenever you prepare. Oh my gosh, you get to choose another spell list? Yeah, that's pretty freaking amazing. They can cast pretty much any spell then. Superior Bardic Inspiration. You regain 2 uses of Bardic Inspiration. What if Bards get a level 20 right now? That's not what I meant to do, but that's alright. Oh my god, that's what they got at level 20? This is a crappy capstone. And you only get one... Is that the worst capstone in the entire game? You get 1 Bardic Inspiration if you don't have any? Wow, that's horrible. I've never made a Bard to get even close to that high. Alright. You gain the ability score improvement at 19. Epic Boon of Luck feat or another Epic Boon feat of your choice. Epic Boon sounds kind of epic. Let's see what we get. So you recommended spells. Okay. Color Spray. Disguise Self. Distant Whispers is good. Healing Word. Why would you have Healing Word? Wait, Healing Word is a 2nd level spell now? And a 2nd level Bard spell. Interesting. I don't know what the little cross thing here is, because I don't see where it goes to. Might be at the bottom of the magic stuff. Or the bottom of this page. Nope, who knows? I'm not going to worry about looking for it. Alright, so Reverse Gravity sounds like a fun spell. And we're not really going to spend a lot of time on this subclass, because, it's late. I'm old. I'm tired. I didn't sleep good last night because there was a hurricane coming through. You get the idea. Let's look at Rangers, though. I still wish I knew what armor training was. Let's see. D10 hit die, that's normal. Hit die, okay. Saving throw, strength, and dex. I don't know if that's the same as now. Athletics, or choose 3 from any of those. Don't you just get 2? Whatever. Once again, 2 cantrips, 2 first level spells. Fighting style, roving. Let's take a look. Armor training. Light armor, medium armor, and shields. I guess armor training is just the armors you can wear, and it's just a fancy word for saying what you're proficient with. Is that what you guys are getting from this too? And starting equipment, multi-classing, dex is your main thing. Spell slots. Alright, good. Glad I'm not the only one. Add up half your ranger levels to the appropriate level from other classes. Determine your spell. Whatever. That's for multi-classing. We're not worried about multi-classing right now. Alright. Yeah. Ranger with shield. That would work. I don't care about changing that. Alternately, you can prepare 2 level 0 and 2 first level spells of your choice. You can continually replace any spell you have prepared for this class. So at higher levels, as shown on the Ranger table. So, am I missing something here? This is how many spells you can have prepared. But is that also how many spell slots you have? I gotta look at something really quick. Let's go to Bard here and look and see what they have. Cantrip spells known. See, this would be the spells they can have prepared. And their spell slots are different. Let's go to like, we're not going to worry about that. I was going to say, let's go look at Wizard, but... So that's a little difference right there. Let's see what this stuff does now. Blah, 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 blah. Fighting style. Archery, defense, 2-weapon fighting. Whether you gain a feat at later levels, fighting style feats are among your options, even though you aren't a member of the warrior group. Makes sense. You gain the hunter subclass or another subclass. We'll look at that later. Am I missing something? We're going. Oh, here we go. Extra attack. Subclass feature roving. Your speed increased by 10 feet when you aren't wearing heavy armor. Now, was heavy armor on the list? Because I do not remember heavy armor being on the list. You also have a climbing speed and a swimming speed equal to your speed. That could situationally be useful. Get a feat or an ability score increase, another expertise. Just like Bards. Did I miss something here? Did I miss something here? Spell class, favorite enemy. You're adept at focusing on a single foe. You always have the Hunter's Mark spell prepared. It doesn't count against your number of spells you can prepare. Moreover, you don't have to concentrate on the spell. Once you cast it, it lasts for its full duration until you end it as a bonus action. Hey, Zant, what's up? Long time no see. Hopefully life's been treating you well. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Favorite enemy is a huge improvement over Ranger favorite enemy. Where's my search function here? Search Ranger. And Ranger. Because the Ranger favorite enemy here is pretty crappy. Yeah. So that's an improvement, which is good. Ranger needed improvement. Probably more than just about anything else. Except for Monk. Oh, I don't know about that. What happened? He's saying he bought a... You know, let me change this, because people on one thing can't see the chat on the other thing because of the way I have it set up. I'm used to playing it with a game, which would not be a problem, but... Where am I doing? What am I doing? Where is it? Where is streaming apps? There they are. Let's go to chat. Let's unlock that. Let's move it up a little bit and see if that makes a difference, hopefully. Hopefully that makes it easier for the people on YouTube to see the other thing and so on and so forth. Alright, back to this. Spell slots. The Ranger table shows... Yep, here we go. This is what I was just looking for. I mean, I don't know how I feel about this. The number of different spells you can prepare for each level equals the number of spell slots you have for that level. It may be different when they get to the magic classes. Well, for me, with the hurricane that just came through, my fence broke. Big shot of Sugar Daddy Patron. I love that one, man. I wish I'd come up with that. Which gives a player a hook to end up in... Yeah, I like that. The Sugar Daddy Patron thing was a good thing. Alright, fighting style we already talked about. Subclass. Feed, oh, we already talked about this. Roving's not bad. I kind of like this, honestly, so far. What else we got? Tireless. Primal forces now help fuel you temporary hit points. When you finish short rest or long rest, you can give yourself a number of temporary hit points equal to 1d8 plus your proficiency bonus. That's kind of underwhelming. If you're exhausted when you finish short rest... Oh, goodness gracious. That's... I'm not sure where. Hey, what's up, Chaos? I'm not sure where, but that could be really useful in certain instances. Like, there's that Barbarian class that I never play because I don't want to deal with exhaustion. We'll have to see if exhaustion's different in this one. Nature's Veil. You invoke spirits and magically hide yourself from view. As a bonus action, you expand a spell slot and become invisible until the end of your next turn. Useful, I guess. I mean, being visible is very useful. Especially if they change the rules on that a little bit. But, I don't know if it's worth a... Well, I guess a first level spell slot, which you won't be using, but... I could definitely see that being useful. I take it back. Feral Sense. Oh, shoot! Blind Sense. Or Blind Sight. Wow, I am liking Ranger, man. Foe Slayer, your Hunter's Mark deals an extra D10 damage to its target. Oh. That's kind of underwhelming. It goes from a D6 to a D10. Wait, wasn't the 18th level one on Bard underwhelming too? Awesome, glad the stream was recommended. What was the 18th level feat for Bards? Oh, I love the Wheel of Time books, man. I've read through them all multiple times. Didn't go far enough. I'm at college, Bard. Oh my god, enough of the spells. Oh, shoot, I passed it. I'm smart. Yeah, 18th was underwhelming now. But then again, when you consider this is the capstone for Bards in 5e, something that's not even as good as this, it makes a difference. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Rangers. Hey, what's up, Wolf? Newbie's doing pretty good. How are you doing? Alright, so where were we? I do want to look at the spells, but I don't think it tells us what the spells do. I kind of want to look and see if they change spells, but it doesn't look like we won't be able to tell yet. What do we get? 19th level. Feat. Glad to hear, my friend. Bards are more of the jack of all trades, I think. But Rangers are notoriously crappy. And have been pretty much for 5e. And they kind of make up with it because some of the subclasses are really good. Situationally, like Gloomstalker is amazing. But it doesn't really keep up with some of your other classes. You gain the epic boon of Fortitude feat or another epic boon feat of your choice. So that seems to be another thing. At level 20, you get an epic boon. We're going to look and see because I think those are listed on here. Alright, let's see what you get from being a hunter. Whenever you hit a creature as part of an attack action on your turn, the weapon deals an extra 1d8 damage. Wait. Hunter's Prey. Your tenacity can wear down even the most resilient foes. When you hit a creature with a weapon or an unarmed strike as part of an attack action on your turn, the weapon or unarmed strike deals an extra 1d8 damage to the target if it's missing any of its hit points. You can deal this extra damage only once per turn. Okay, that's still not bad. At 6th level, you get Hunter's Law. I am the law. You can call on the force of nature to reveal certain strength and weaknesses of your prey. When a creature is marked by your Hunter's Mark, you know whether that creature has any immunities, resistances, and vulnerabilities. And if they have any, you know what they are. Wow, that's pretty good. Right now I'm thinking 5.5 because it's really similar. But then again, I don't have the experience to tell. Yeah, you guys should be able to see what he just asked. Level 10. You now always have Conjure Barrage prepared and it doesn't count against the numbers. Well, that'd be awesome if I knew what Conjure Barrage does. Spells. You can prepare. You can cast that spell with a 1st and 2nd level spell slot. Whenever you do, the spell's damage is reduced by 1d8 for each slot below 3rd. Okay. Well, that, like I said, that'd be awesome if I knew what that spell did. Ooh, Superior Hunter's Defense. When you are hit by an attack roll, you can use your reaction to half the attack damage against yourself. What? And you redirect the other half of the damage to one creature other than the attacker. Holy crap, what? And you can do that once per round? Wait. Yeah, you have one reaction per round. Oh, man. Right? I think I'm going to play a Ranger. Alright, let's look at Rogue. I'm a big fan of Rogue, so let's see what they get. Alright, Expertise and Dexterity. Armor Training. I don't know what that means. I don't know why they keep underlining it. They must really be happy about calling it Armor Training. Like, we used to call it Proficiency with Armor, but now we call it Armor Training. Aren't we so much cooler? Yeah, whatever. I mean, it might be something different. They just haven't told us. I'm going to get another drink because now we're getting through this pretty quick. That's good. Like I said, I need to play. Oh, man, I've already been on for half an hour. Time flies when you're getting drunk. I'm not getting drunk tonight. Saving that for tomorrow night. Where I'll be streaming Mass Effect 3. Alright. Yep, here we go. Epic Boon again at level 20. That's going to be a thing. Stroke of Luck at level 18. Let's see if that's underpowered. Your sneak attack damage. I want to see how this compares to... Wait, it goes up every other level. Is that how it works now? Let's look. Because I don't think that's the same as it is now. I think it goes up every 3 levels now, but I definitely could be wrong. 1D, 1D. Nope, it's every 2 levels, so it's the same. Alright, good to know, good to know, good to know. Rum is for tomorrow night. Tonight I'm just drinking a few hard mics that I have left. It is weird how these things now say feat instead of ability score increase. Alright, let's see what we get here. Armor Training, light armor. So you only get light armor. That makes sense. Yeah, I do the rum with either Coke or the rum with Pepsi sometimes, or the rum with pineapple juice, because I love me some pineapple juice. Multi-classing, don't care. Oh, hey, I think it just told us what Armor Training is. Your first rogue level. That Armor Training just means you have... Yep, there we go. Armor Training just means you have proficiency with that armor. So they decided to make it fancier. So why do they call it weapon proficiency instead of weapon training now? Do they call it weapon proficiency? I don't know. Oh, first level you get expertise. Hey, that's what other two things get. Actually have to count as something. Sleight of hand and stealth are iconic. Yeah, they are. Although I like stealth and I don't know, investigation, so you can search for traps. But honestly, like, rogues need too many to be like an old school rogue, like the guy that goes out searching for traps and scouting with the party. You need way too many good ability scores. You need intelligence so you can have investigation. You need nice. You need what else? Wisdom so you can have perception. Not to mention dex. So you need at least like wisdom, perception, and stealth to be good. Or no, wisdom, perception, and dex. And you also don't want to have a crappy con. So yeah, kind of interesting. All right, first level, sneak attack. You know, once on each of your turns, when you take the attack action, you deal an extra damage to one creature you hit with an attack roll. If you're attacking with a finesse weapon or a ranged weapon, and if at least one of the following requirements are met. So far, it's the same. You have advantage on the attack roll. Yep, that's the same. Roll a level. Number of d6 is equal to half your rogue level, rounded up. Ooh, rounded up. Fancy. Alright, so that doesn't look different. Oh man, they didn't get rid of Thieves' Cant. I guess it's more useful than Druidic, but still. In a variant language where you piled your rogue's talents. You know Thieves' Cant and one other language of your choice. Okay, you get an extra language. And it appears they are now separating languages into standard and rare languages, which I think they did in older editions, but they didn't do in 5e, if I remember correctly. Cunning action. You can quickly or edge allow you to move quick on your turn. You can take one of the following actions as a bonus action: dash, disengage, or hide. Seems pretty normal. Fourth level, you get ability scoring for cleats or feet. Uncanny dodge. Did you get uncanny dodge at 5th level in the olden days? You did? Okay. Wait. Yeah. Wait. I'm thinking of evasion is what I'm thinking of. What am I doing? Going back here. Yeah, I was thinking of evasion. When you attack her, then you can see hit you. Then wait, what was that other thing we saw then? Cunning action. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting myself confused because I'm old and stupid. What else we get? You gain a feature from subclass, expertise. And so you get 2 more expertises. Experti, whatever you want to call them. Another thing, evasion. There we go. There's evasion. When you're so doing it allows you to make a dexterity saving throw. Yep. Okay. Nice. Yes, I'm not old. I'm just fuck. What's a good word? See, if I was younger, I could think of a better word. Time. It has to do with time. Whatever. Chronologically. There we go. I got it. Chronologically challenged. I'm not old. I'm just chronologically challenged. All right. What do you get? Reliable talent. You refined your talent until you approach perfection. Whenever you make an ability check that uses your skill or tool proficiency, you can treat a D20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10. That's something that rogues get now, but I don't know if they get it at level 11. There you go. See, that's another reason I think this is 5.5. Because they're not really changing things up that much. They're making some changes, but it's not a huge difference. But then again, I know nothing about 3 and barely anything about 3.5, so I can't say I'm an expert on it. I can't say if that's what they did there. Alright, what do we got? Feat. When you attack, you know how to exploit a target's distraction. You have advantage on an attack roll that targets a creature that was in 5 feet of at least one of your allies who hasn't incapacitated. Not bad. Time flopped. Another subclass. Your cunning mind is exceptionally difficult to control. You gain proficiency in wisdom and charisma saving throws? Wait, which saving throws do you start with then? Dexterity and intelligence. Oh, wow. So you're going to have proficiency in all the mind saving throws. That's interesting. The rogues don't have anything like that now, do they? No, it doesn't look... Oh, they do get slippery mind. What is that? That gives you wisdom. So now it gives you wisdom and charisma. And wisdom is the big one. I mean, unless they're changing things around, you do way more wisdom than charisma saving throws, but still. Slippery mind, blah, blah, blah. I just read that. Get another feat. Elusive. You are so elusive that attackers rarely gain the upper hand on you. No attack rolls have advantage against you while you aren't incapacitated? That's new, right? As you can tell, no, it's not. That used to be the level 18 skill. At level 18, you get Stroke of Luck. You have an uncanny knack for succeeding when you need to. If you failed a D20 test, you can turn that roll into a D20. And you get that on a short rest? Man, finally, someone that gets an awesome level 18 skill. Which used to be the level 20 for rogues. Wait a second. Hold on. I got to go back and look at something. Let's finish this, then we're going to go back and take a real quick look back. All right, we're finished with that because all you got is the feat and then the thing. What did Rangers get at level 18? Because I remember it being underwhelming, but I don't think it was their... Yeah, your Hunter mark goes from a D6 to a D10, which is really freaking underwhelming for a level 18. That's actually really crappy. Wizards? Do something about that. That's really crappy. What did Rangers used to get at level 20? Foe Slayer. On each of your turns, you can add your Wisdom modifier to the attack roll or to the damage roll of the attack you make. You can choose to use this feature before or after the roll, but before any effects of the roll are applied. That's not... Wow, that's actually really crappy, too. Man, I thought capstones were good, except for, like, one that was, like, the Bard one that was stupid, and maybe one other one. I didn't know this one was so crappy. Ooh, you get to add your Wisdom modifier. That's like... I mean, you're probably not going to have a 20 in Wisdom as a Ranger. I mean, you max out Dex for sure first, and probably Con next. Maybe Wisdom. But that's at best an extra 5 to... Well, it's an extra 5 to an attack, so I guess it's not wholly crappy. The damage probably isn't that big a deal, but adding a 5 to your attack roll is actually a really big deal. I take it back. That's not that bad. Oh, this isn't what I want. I want this one. The Bard one sucked, though. I think we can all agree. The Bard level 20 feature sucks. Nerds. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what a rogue subclass gets. Because I was pretty impressed with the Ranger subclass. What do we get? It's a thief. Fast hands. You have... So, as your cunning action, you can either use search or sleight of hand. Yeah, to hit definitely makes a difference. To damage, probably doesn't make much difference. But yeah, the hit, I tell you, I was wrong. That is a pretty good feat. You only get it once per round, but still you get it once per round. And you get to roll, I think, before you decide to use it. So, not going to complain. Second story, you have a climb speed, you have jump distance, you can use Dex for jump. You have advantage on every Dex check, stealth that make, providing you aren't wearing medium or heavy armor, which you don't even have proficiency with. I'm sorry, armor training with. Scrolls, you can use any spell scroll that goes a cantrip or a level 1 spell. Try to use anything that contains a higher spell, we must test an Arcana check. You can now take a second bonus action on your turn. What? Provided as a cunning action. Get it on a long rest. That's not bad. I can definitely see where that'd be useful. Oh, ready to look at feats, man. Let's look at these feats. I've been wanting to see them. Oh, God. Actor's one of the worst. It's a 4th level feat. Actor's one of the worst feats in freaking 5e. Not the worst. I have a video coming out, I don't know, next week, the week after. 3 weeks from... It's definitely less than 3 weeks from now, because I'm only 3 weeks ahead on videos. A DM can use bonus feats as a form of advancement after characters reach level 20. That's cool. D&D is sorely lacking progression after level 20, but it's been my experience that you hardly ever make it anywhere near level 20 anyway. So what do we got? Ability score increase. Oh, I guess that's why they changed that thing to feat or ability score increase, because ability score increase is now a feat. One thing I have a problem with is it doesn't say this is repeatable. Does it say feat? The same feat can be taken more than once? Because I'm pretty sure in 5e... Well, actually, no, in 5e you can take the same feat more than once. Because you can take Observant on 2 different... Or whatever the thing that gives you advantage... Or... oh my gosh, I can't talk. Proficiency with saving throws. You can take that more than once, I believe. Each feat has a level. You may... Unless this allows you to take the feat without prerequisite. At least one level. If a feat is repeatable, you can take it more than once. If it isn't repeatable, you can only take the feat once. So how do you know? Oh, I'm smart. It says right here, repeatable. Yes, cool. So I like that. Actor is not repeatable. It wouldn't make sense for it to be anyway. Resilient, thank you. I was close. Observant, resilient. They end the same. And hey, how you doing there, Real? Increase your charisma score by 1. When you're disguised as a fictional person or a real person other than yourself, you have advantage on charisma checks. I guess. You mimic the sound of another creature. Nah, I don't know. Athlete, you get climb speed. Well, that's already better than what athlete is now. When you move prone, you move up with only 5 feet of action. Jumping, you have advantage on any ability check you make for a jumping action. Charger, not repeatable. Increase your maximum strength or dex. Improve dash. Wait, hold on a second. I'm starting to sense a pattern. So far, every single one of them has had you increase a score by 1. Let's see if they all do that. That'd be interesting. Probably not. Increase your strength. Are these all level 4s? I think they're all level 4s so far. Yep. When you take dash action, your speed increases by 10 feet for that action. Move at least 10 feet in a straight line immediately before gain the 1d8. Or push the opponent up to 10 feet, provided the target you want to push is no more than one size larger than you. You can use this. Okay, cool. Crossbow Expert. It comes with an ability score increase. That's interesting. There is no... Thanks to extensive practice with crossbows, you can gain the following benefits. Ignore loading. This seems pretty similar to what it is now. When you make an extra attack on a light weapon property, you can add your ability modifier to the damage. Okay. Defensive Duelist. See, my problem is I don't know exactly what all these things do now. So I think this is the same for Crossbow Expert, but I'm not. Actually, I take it back. I don't think it's the same. Let's look it up really fast. You don't get the half increase, but everything else you get, it looks like. So the only difference is, I mean, hey, you know what? A +1 is not bad, so that's a pretty good thing to add. But other than that, it looks the same. And Defensive Duelist. Once again, 4th level, not repeatable. Wouldn't be any reason to repeat it. And once again, it increases, gives you a half increase. And hit you with a melee attack. You use your action to add a proficiency bonus to your armor class for the action, potentially causing the miss. Wait, what? Is there a limit? There's not a limit to that? Oh, it's a reaction. Never mind. So it's once per turn. Still, adding proficiency bonus to your... I read that as ASL because I'm old school from like the AOL chat rooms. 86 location. Proficiency bonus to your armor class. That's... I don't know if that's the same. What else we got? Dual Wielder. Another ability score increase. It seems like all of these level 4 feats at least have ability score increases. I'm interested to see if there's like a level 8 increase though, like one you can't get at level 4. Blah, durable. Oh, here we go, durable. Increase your constitution score by 1 to a maximum of 20. You have advantage on death saving throws. As a bonus action, that you can expand one of your hit die, roll the die, regain no hit points equal to that total. I don't really care about that one. Ride Din for life. Gotcha. I had to say it out loud. Elemental Adept. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? Oh, there it is. I was going to say, I think we finally found one without an ability score increase, but nope, there it is. Spell casting or pack magic. It is repeatable with different... Talk. I am talking, aren't I? Alright, good. My microphone's on. That looks pretty similar. Oh, hey, we're at Epic Boon right here. Epic Boon of Combat Prowess. This is level 20 feat. This is what we saw. This is the capstone. And I do like being able to choose your capstone. That's pretty cool. When you miss with a melee weapon attack, you can hit instead. Once you use this, you cannot use it again until you do that once for combat. Make any miss into a hit. I mean, that's good, but is that worth a level 20 feat? Let's see what other choice you get. And you have to be expert or warrior. Experts can also do. You cast a Misty Step spell without using a spell, expending a spell slot. Once you use this, you cannot use it again until you roll initiative or finish a shorter. Wait. Until you roll initiative or finish a long or short rest? The hell? What, you gonna do a short rest or a long rest in the middle of initiative? Alright, thanks, buddy. I'll talk to you later. Alright, am I reading this wrong? Once you use this benefit, you cannot use it again until you roll initiative or finish a short rest or a long rest. Is it just me, or do you not have to put the short rest or long rest in there? Because you're not going to do those in the middle of battle anyway. So that's, once again, use the Misty Step once. I know but tell me one example where you would need that on a short rest or a long rest. Because you wouldn't. Because let's say we get into battle, I use it. Wait, can it be used? Oh, it can be used out of combat. Okay, thank you for explaining that to me, but is there much use for Misty Step outside of combat? I mean, I guess there's definitely uses for it, but that makes this one a little more useful, but not really impressed with it. How about this one? Energy resistance. To one of the following cult types, when you finish short or long rest, you can meditate and change that damage type. That is actually really good. This one right here is the one I'm saying is the best so far. Like the other two, I wasn't impressed by. Turning one miss into a hit, whoop-de-shit. Misty Step once per battle, or once per day, or once per short rest, whoop-de-doo. All right, what else we got? Your maximum. What? Yeah, you are correct, sir. I was not thinking of it that way, but you are right. 30 feet of teleport can be useful outside of combat. Am I incorrect in saying that you have to have line of sight to do it? Well, I don't know what it'll be in this one, but Misty Step, I'm pretty sure you need line of sight to do it, because that makes it a whole lot less useful outside of combat. Not completely useless, but definitely less. Alright, what do we got? Your maximum hit points increase by 40. In addition, whenever you regain hit points, you can regain additional equal to your Constitution modifier. And that's whenever you regain hit points, for even when someone casts a spell on you, you regain the initial hit points no more than once per round. It's pretty good. Pretty good. But yeah, so I agree. Misty Step can definitely be very useful outside of combat. The line of sight thing is a bit of a limiter, but still useful. Don't think I would take that as an epic boon, though. That is not a level 20 thing. That is not a level 20 capstone. Not like, say, gaining 40 friggin' hit points, and then whenever you gain hit points once per round, you can add your Constitution modifier to it. Or, let's see what this is. The damage you deal always ignores resistance. That's pretty freaking good. Immediately after you roll a d20 for a d20 test, you can roll a d10 and add this number rolled to the test. Once you've used this benefit, you cannot use it again until you roll initiative or finish a short or long rest. That's not bad either. Wow, some of these are really underwhelming. Like, maybe it's just I'm tired, and I'll tell you right now. Part of the reason I'm, like, stupid today is I haven't slept good for like 3 days. Last night there was a storm coming through. The night before, I don't remember why because I'm tired. But anyway, let's move on. Oh, I think this might be my favorite. I don't even know what it does, but every boon of the Night Spirit. When within dim light or darkness, you can become invisible as an action. You remain invisible until immediately after you take an action or reaction. Okay, that could be situationally really amazing. Rogue. Yeah. And you are still invisible when you take your first action or reaction. Yeah, that's pretty good. Hey, Manta Ray of Hope. This is the first Were Meet on stream. Hello. It is nice to meet you, and welcome. We're just going over this stuff. I'm probably not, as I was saying, in the right frame of mind because I've been sleeping crappy the last couple of nights just because of Hurricane and stuff. But we're past that. I didn't lose power, so I'm pretty happy. And I've got to say, looking at these feats, these epic boon feats, 2 of them are crap, in my opinion. And the rest of them are not bad. But like every time in the back of my head I read one of these, I'm like, okay, this is what you get at level 20. And then I think of like the best thing you get at level 20 now. In my opinion, that's a druid thing. Barbarian thing's pretty good too. Druid basically unlimited use of wild shape. If you are a moon druid, you basically become a god. Nothing I've read so far even comes close to that, but that's okay because the druid thing was kind of overpowered. Alright, let's see what this one is. Peerless Aim. When you make a ranged attack against a target in range and miss, you can cause the attack to hit instead. Oh my god, it's aimbot. From my bad feet thing. Bad feet video. Once you use this benefit, you cannot use it again until you roll initiative. But you only use it once for combat, but still that's aimbot. And it's a level 20 thing, so that makes sense. Every boon of recover. Recover number of hit points equal to half your hit point max. What? Okay, that's pretty freaking good. And you succeed on every death save that isn't a roll of 1. This is a frontline. Okay. That's pretty good. You use a bonus action to regain a number of hit points equal to half your hit point maximum. You can only do that once per rolling res, but still, not bad. And any death save you have is a success as long as it's not a 1. That gives you a 95. Can you imagine being the unlucky person that has this feat and still fails 3 death saves? It'd be a good story, though. What else we got? Oh! Sorry, that might have been loud. I apologize. Epic Boon of Skill Proficiency. You gain proficiency in all skills. Now we are talking. Epic Boon of Speed. Use speed increased by 30 feet. Not horrible. Probably not like getting proficiency in all skills. Epic Boon of Undetectability. You can't be seen or heard by any means, magical or non-magical, when you are hidden. You are really good at hide and seek. That's like the hide and seek master boon. Epic Boon of the Unfettered. Unfettered. Wait, unfettered. Yeah, unfettered. Is that like Kevin Fettered? Alright. As a bonus action, you take the disengage action, which also ends the grapple. Wow, as a bonus action, you can basically end grappled or restrained condition on you. And now we are back to first level. So, some of those amazing, some of those Too bad most skills are overshadowed by magic at 20. Don't need to roll DC for spells. What do you mean you don't need to roll DC for spells? Let's see. Archery, +2 to attack rolls. That's the same thing. Defense, +1 bonus to armor class. Dueling. Melee weapon in the hand and no other weapon you gain +2. I think that's the same. These all seem to be the same. Yeah. None of these look different. Oh, now we're on to Grappler. Oh, another one. Grappler is in 5e the worst feat. As a matter of fact, in the video I recorded, I think I put Grappler. Grappler was my worst feat, and that one's coming out in like 3 weeks. Hey, Ugly Weirdo, welcome. So let's see what it does. Once again, you notice how every single one of these 4th level feats has an ability score increase. You have advantage on attack rolls against a creature grappled by you. That's the same as what it is. Now the second part is what sucked. You aren't slowed when you move a creature grappled by you. That is not the second part. In Grappler now, the second part is If you have a creature grappled, you can use your action to do another grapple check, and you're both restrained. That's what Grappler does. That's why I made Grappler my worst feat. So this one, not bad. Punch and grab when you hit a creature with an unarmed attack as part of an attack action on your turn. You can deal damage to the target and also grapple it. Okay, they definitely improved Grappler because it did not. It sucked. Now let's see what they did with Great Weapon Master, because Great Weapon Master was pretty great beforehand. Increase your strength by score by 1, so it's got another ability score increase. I think we found a pattern. And immediately after you score a critical hit with a melee weapon or reduce a creature to 0 hit points, you make an attack. When you hit a creature with a heavy weapon as part of an attack action, you can cause that weapon to deal extra damage to the target. The extra weapon equals your proficiency bonus. You can deal only once per turn. Definitely not as good as it was, but it is not bad. Because before, like, you take a -5 on the attack roll to do an extra 10 damage. And you could do that on every attack. This one, yeah, I don't think it matches up. It doesn't match up. You get an increase in your strength, so that's pretty good. You also get to make a bonus attack after, or an attack as a bonus action after you reduce a creature to 0 hit points. That's The dock is on. If you go to here, I can show you. Go to D&D Beyond. Go to. Why is this not taking me to the regular D&D Beyond homepage? There we go. 1 D&D playtest. And if you go down to start playtesting, you might have to sign in if you haven't done it already. It's right here, Character Origins. This one we did before. Oh wait, sorry, Character Origins is the old one. The new one right here is the one we're going over is expert classes. Keen Mind, that's another one I consider. Yeah, I would say Great Weapon Master has definitely fallen under. Heavily armored, I think that gave you a little bit of damage resistance if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. Increase your, there we go. You gain heavy armor training. Oh, maybe that was Heavy Armor Master. That was the one that probably gave you damage resistance. Equal to your proficiency bonus. That's actually a little better because I think it was just a flat 3 before. Now it scales. So they definitely improved that one, Heavy Armor Master, which was not a bad feat to begin with. Inspiring Leader. I remember this one because it almost went on my list of bottom 5 feats, but it stayed off because it gave a ton of hit points at higher levels. Alright. Don't tell me. Okay. So they lessened the hit points it gave you. Because before, I think it gave you 2d10 plus your proficiency bonus. I'm going to have to look that up. Let's look that sucker up. Welcome back, Adam. Gain temporary hit points to your level. Oh, it was your level plus your charisma bonus. Oh, look. Dude, I don't know what's going on. It's because I live in Florida. That's why I'm getting these stupid ads. But my God, every time I turn on YouTube, I get a Ron DeSantis ad. That guy must be spending so much freaking money. Anyway. I guess you could say it was overpowered. It was your level plus your proficiency bonus. Now it's 2d4 plus your proficiency bonus. I don't see any way in the world I would take this feat now, though. Yeah, there's just, whoop-de-doo. 2d4 plus your proficiency bonus. So I think proficiency bonus is maxed out at what, 7? 6? So that maxes out at 14 or 15 as opposed to 25. And you could just roll really bad and only get like first level 4 hit. Yeah, I want to do that. Keen Mind. I remember this one. Choose one of the following skill. If you like. Oh, hey, that's already better than what we got now. You can use this, take the study action as a quick bonus. I don't know what the study action does. Ron DeSantis, he's running for government here. I don't think it's tax money. I think he's just got tons and tons and tons of money, donors giving him money. Because unfortunately, that's what politics has become. Politics has become basically he who is most rich. He who has the most money wins most of the time. Oh, lightly armored. This one was pretty. Oh, wait a second. Oh, it's a first level feat. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say we might have found one with no proficiency or no ability score increase, but this is just first. Wait. You gain the armor training, light armor, medium armor, and shield. So first level feat. Mage Slayer, I'm not really up on what that does. I'm going through. We've been doing this an hour. Yeah, you could be right. But I know that he is like the golden child of that party right now, so I'm betting he's getting a ton of money from donors. Wait. Lightly armored gave you proficiency in light armor, medium armor, and shield. Let's see what a medium armor master does. You practice, alright. Increase your strength or dex by 1. When you're wearing medium armor, you can add 3 rather than to your AC. Rather than 2 to your AC if you have a dex score of... That's... It's basically plus 1 to your AC. Yeah, Citizens United ruined... I mean, politics was ruined before, but Citizens United really ruined politics. Because if you're not freaking rich or backed by billionaires, you're not winning. Anyway, let's talk about more fun stuff like Medium Armor Master, which, from what I'm seeing, is not worth it. You pissed off Shadowrun Dystopia, Jon Snow, you're in one. Oh, yeah. I know, it's not going to get any better. But I don't want to talk about that stuff. Save that for when I'm drunk tomorrow night. Polearm Master, we're going to get there. Mountain Combatant. I'm just going to do the ones I know about. I don't know about Mountain Combatant. Observant, I know that one. Increase your intelligence or wisdom score by 1, that's part of it. Increase investigation, you like proficiency, get quick search. Take the search action as a bonus action. Search action, I gotta figure out what that is. Polearm Master. Polearm Master's pretty awesome right now. I'm gonna bet they nerfed it. Increase your strength score by 1 to a maximum of 20. Immediately after you take an attack action with a weapon that has a heavier reach property, you can use a bonus action to make a melee attack with the opposite end. That's normal. Reactive Strike. When you're holding a weapon that has a heavier reach property, you can use your reaction to make one melee against a creature that enters. Okay, Polearm Master, I think it's pretty much the same thing. Resilient. Hey, we were just talking about that, weren't we? You gain saving throw proficiency with the chosen ability. That is the exact same as it is now. Ritual Caster. That looks pretty much the same. Sentinel. Sentinel. I love that feat. You have master techniques. Increase your strength or dexterity by 1. After a creature within 5 feet of you takes a disengage action, hits you with an attack. You can make an opportunity attack. That's the same. Wait. Immediately after a creature within 5 feet of you takes a disengage action or hits you a target other than you with an attack, you can make an opportunity attack against the creature. I mean, I know, like, I'm pretty sure opportunity attack has to take your reaction, but it's kind of weird they didn't use your reaction to take an opportunity attack on here. Because unless the word opportunity attack has must use your reaction written on it, that means you could do this every frickin' time. Are there more backgrounds of spells? Nah, not in this one. Sharpshooter! I'm going to guess they nerfed this one. Increase your dex score by 1. Your range attack with weapon in order to 3 cover. That sounds right. Being within 5 feet of an enemy doesn't impose disadvantage on range attacks. Launch shots. Okay. Shield Master. If you attack a creature within 5 feet of you as part of your action, you are the melee weapon. You immediately bash the target with your shield if it's equipped. Forcing the target to make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, the target marked prone or push it 5 feet back. Ooh. No, never mind. You can use this. Alright, that's pretty much the same thing. This is Shield Master's the same thing. I don't know what Skulker is. Speedster, that sounds new. Thank God they didn't call it Zoomer. I'm so happy they didn't call it Zoomer. I mean, I like Stranger Thing, but thank God they didn't call it Zoomer. You possess excessive speed and stamina, gaining the final benefits. Of course, you get your standard ability score increase. You increase your speed by 10 feet When you aren't wearing heavy armor, when you take a dash action on your turn, difficult terrain doesn't catch you extra movement. All right, Sensei, good night. Yeah, I'm not going to be on much longer. Oh my god, actually, we still have a lot of pages to go. We're only on 23 out of 30. All right, I got to go faster. Spell Sniper, Warcaster. Okay, now weapon training. Hey, wait, you gain martial weapon proficiency. All right, that's better than what it is now. Skulker, you said it looks cool. Let's look at it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Ability score increase. You have blind sight. It's only 10 feet of blind sight, but it's still freaking blind sight. That's awesome. You have advantage on any dex check you make as part of a hide action during combat. Yeah, Skulker looks good. If you make an attack roll while hidden and the attack roll misses, make the attack roll doesn't end the hitting condition on you. Increase your dex. Oh, funny story about that. Not funny story. Back when the Eternal Newbie channel was big, like somebody wanted to play with me. I don't even remember their name. They wanted to do a play-by-post. And the whole setup was we were kidnapped to put on this pirate ship. So, yeah, I don't think I ever did a story for this. So, when we were put on the pirate ship, it was like told us that, hey, this person who was kidnapped is going to be the leader. I'm thinking, okay, I'm basically this bad guy. I'm this evil guy. And I was kidnapped. And now you're telling me I have to follow this guy's orders? Yeah, I don't think that's what my character would do. So I was kind of resistant to it. And I guess I annoyed the other players with my resistance to that. Because during one of the scenes, they were talking about, like, you're on the deck and all of a sudden you, like, feel some wind, but you don't know, but that's it. Later on, I comes to find out that that wind I felt was somebody making a hidden attack against me, but since they were stealth, I didn't see them. Even after the attack. I'm like, dude, that's not the way it works. But anyway, he was a nice guy. The people in there were nice people. It just, yeah. Skulker looks good. Did I look at Zoomer? Yeah, I did. Zoomer. Sorry, I'm doing it now. Alright, look at the spell list. They don't tell us what they do, so I'm not going to worry about those. Because I have no idea what any of these spells do. They could be the exact same. They could be different. Actually, let me look up and see if it says anything about that. I mean, they did put it into 3 lists, which I kind of think is okay. Probably simplifies things. So, not bad. And most of these are not rituals, which is pretty normal. What I'm not seeing, though, and maybe you guys see it and I'm missing it, is any indication for concentration. If a spell school of magic is different from that. Okay. I mean, I'm sure they didn't get rid of concentration. That would make no sense at all, but I'm not seeing anything that says they are concentration or not, so that's kind of interesting. Hey, we're moving now. And like I said, the 3 lists, it could be cool. I'm not going to complain about that. But some of these spells I know should be concentration aren't. Or they're not showing anyway. Who knows? Maybe they got rid of concentration. Heat metal's definitely concentration. But maybe they just decided we're not going to mark it on here. Although why they'd mark ritual, which is kind of important, and not concentration, which is super important, I have no idea. Alright, rules glossary. Was there anything I wanted to look up? I know what I want to look up. I want to look up critical hit. But it's not in here, apparently. You don't see any new spells? Must be a class ability now since it's not on the cantrip list. I guess, you know what, let's take a slightly, not a lot, because this is the end basically, a slightly closer look at some of these. Alright, Arcane Spells. Once again, it doesn't tell us what they do. Yes, you are correct, there is no Eldritch Blast. Minor Illusion. Wait, Prestidigitation, there it is. Mage Hand. Alright, those are the big 3 that I take for like flavor and stuff. Mending. Oh, Mending's an arcane spell? Wasn't that normally a cleric thing now? Yeah, whatever. You're right, I'm not looking... I mean, there might be some that I've never seen used, but I'm not seeing anything that strikes as new. Critical Zit. Hey, Proven. Because I heard people talking about how like things like sneak attack damage and paladin smite damage doesn't get doubled on crits, which doesn't affect me very much because I hardly ever crit, but still. That's interesting to me. Like, these are concentration. I wonder. Yeah, I don't see them getting rid of concentration. There's no way. It's just weird they're not marking it here. Guidance, less light resistance, sacred flame, spare the dying. Wow, the defined spell cantrip list. Pretty light. Bare bones even. Bless, great spell. That's what I need. You know what? I'd get that D20 with a 20 on each side. I'd still somehow not crit. Magic Circle. Yeah, none of these look new. Although some of them I don't know about, like Aura of Purity. I have no idea what that spell does. Aura of Life. I have no idea what that spell does. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Just means it's not inside my range. My radar. Matter of fact, I would bet it probably does exist. I'm just not looking it up right now. Find the Path. That does not sound familiar, but once again, I don't know every spell. Oh, I wanted to see cantrips for the druids. Poison Spray, Produce Flame, Shillelagh. Attack roll spells can't crit. Say with non-players. Well, I heard the non-player thing. Attack roll spells can't crit. So you can't crit. What about like cantrips? You can't crit with like Fireball. Well, Fireball's not an attack crit spell. Firebolt. You can't crit with Firebolt. Yeah, see, I don't like that. I don't understand why they're doing that. Because I don't think critting with cantrips right now or attack roll spells is overpowered. Admittedly, most spells use more damage dice, so yeah, I don't know. But they also cost more than an attack action. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I need to go to bed. All right. I think that's good enough. I think we're going to call it for tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out, people. Next time I do this, I'll probably try and do a little more in depth. But as for now, I'll be back tomorrow night playing Mass Effect if anyone is interested. If not, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have yourselves a great evening, day, afternoon, whatever